Franklin coming over to play, growing a little every day. Here he comes with all his friends. They've got stories, got time to spend.
No, I'm not getting pedicures for my feet. Ay, ay, ay. But hi, everybody. You know what? I'm gonna keep that playing, though. Because that's slow. That's just, lovely. Alrighty. Yes, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, guten Tag. Oh, hold on. Oh, that's better. Oh, tell you what, fucking -5 at 4:30 this morning was not a fucking good time. Was not a good time at all. How's Winnipeg? Oh, mate, fucking, I forgot how cold Winnipeg can be. Oh. Hi. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Let me just build a loop. How's my snooze last night? Look, to be honest, I kind of... Prime? 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 Well, I put myself in the fucking AFK. So... And then you drag... Yeah, because, I was like... If I didn't leave when I did, I would have been late for work. So I was like, yeah, no. Also, TK, thank you for your Prime as well. I'm going to replay that because there was a reason why I couldn't have it going while I was going, so you get a free replay it right there. I need a Transformers related alert for Primes. Plasma Arrowhead Prime Television, bro. Fucking Prime Possum. Prime Possum. Fuck, we're not showing our age MGB, are we? No, TCW's not getting sponsored by Prime. I don't drink that shit. The only person I know that in my family drinks that shit is my son. So that will be a mad pup. You know? But I retire, Mad Pup takes over this channel and gets renamed to Mad Pup 2013 or whatever. So, yeah. Alrighty. Oh, fucking, what else is there? But yeah, friggin', look, I'm gonna be honest, these last week, mainly, fucking, my bedtime's been fucking all over the shop. I've been, like, I think the earliest I've been to bed in fucking a year was Tuesday? Or Monday, when I was in bed by, like, 7:30. I slept all the way through till fucking 4. So, yeah, fucking, yeah. Drink Monster Energy like God intended? No. No, we are not, no. No, fucking... If anything, it'd be fucking coffee like his mother. We've somehow not even solar energy. Bro, I actually saw that for the first time today at Ampol at work. Friggin' the black and yellow Cansford. So I was like, oh, do I really want to try? Coffee's for well-adjusted people? Well, fuck, I ain't well-adjusted. What the fuck is this? Why are you guys friggin' going over? I don't know what that's for, so whatever. Oh my fucking god. Ugh. Fine. Yeah. Inbox. No, it's bad because I get a little fucking notification just off the stream screen here on OBS. And it's just like NYC Shadow. Ugh. His old Instagram. I don't know, Code. You're some of the stuff you send is a little bit fucking, you know, questioning. Dear, oh dear. Just do a shot and you get up. Mate, half the time I get up, I've got to fucking just get straight in my car and drive. Not even wake up properly. It's like waking up while I'm driving, like, yeah, music going, like, yeah! Okay. Okay, you know what? Hold on. That will shut him up. Okay, wait for the reply. There's the fucking reply. Okay. Alright. Look. Let's be real here. If you're a TCW person, you're a person of this community, you know that the time zone is the worst enemy. Hence why we tried that Friday episode of TCW. That Friday morning, my time. That PTSD time for code. So... Yeah, the one that Oppo missed his streak on as well. Like, oh no. Shadow's just an honorary Aussie at this stage. He's just an honorary Aussie at this stage. Just needs to hope and move over. Escape Trump. TCW has two nemesis, scheduling and 2K. Have a job. You're talking to a guy who has free. Who has free. That's what VODs are for. But, look. Let's get into this meeting. So, pretty much...
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Fucking Johnson's watching for a whole fucking... Like, how's Oppo watched more than Drawser? How's Drawser watched less than Oppo? I watch not logged in. Right. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, Shadow. What's your excuse, Shadow? What is your excuse? What's your excuse, Shadow? 30 days? Not even a month? Yeah. How? Too busy doing... Yeah, look, not gonna lie. Yeah, that's probably... Yeah. Alright. So... Let's talk about why we're all here. Move these keys here. So, pretty much, we're in that little gap between seasons. So, pretty much we need to sort of just get everyone back on track, all aligned, reveal some surprises, and just have an open discussion about what this next season is to come. And of course, to join me on that, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one, the only, technical, the general manager of Nitro, the man who lost at TCW Mania, got put through a mahogany table. That's still the way on those two payments too, by the way. The one, the only, Mr. Chris Masters.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Cut that music, cut that music. Yep, okay, cool, done. That reminds me, I need to reactivate all those fucking awards. I'll do that after stream. Alrighty.
Wow.
That man's on time delay. Yeah, I know. He's just sucking. He's like,
McAfee.
How are you, Mr. Shadow?
I'm doing pretty good. Hope everybody tonight is doing good as well.
Can't complain too much.
Yeah, can't really complain either. So, thank you for everybody for coming tonight. Pretty glad everyone made it.
Those who
Let's
care.
actually get down. Yeah, I do care. You know I care. Listen, it is 1:36 a.m. for me, all right? Don't question me.
Alright, well,
So-
as you were.
Yeah, let's get down to it. So as most as everybody already knows, we're at the end of our current season. There's been a lot of things going on, a lot of confusion, a lot of mishaps, and a few other things, delays, IRL problems, stuff like that. With all of that being said, TCW overall has done for season 5 and 6 actually phenomenal throughout all the eras that we had. That's
So,
actually mainly on Mad Dog for actually pulling through with everything that he's currently went through and persevered from.
stop it, stop it, stop it.
Hey, just have to acknowledge where it is. But I know a lot of y'all, well, some people feel TCW is kind of rigged. So we're going to tackle everything step by step and piece by piece. For one, TCW has always followed one thing and has followed this one thing throughout every single season since me and Mad Dog finally come to the realization TCW is here to stay. It follows one main storyline. And every season, TCW has one main storyline. It branches off into different other storylines, but it still follows the same path from A to Z. This season's storyline was the end and closing chapter of Mad Dog and Chris Masters. As we know, last season was the closing chapter of Masters and Juicy J. So this season, me and Mad Dog come to the agreement that we're going to end me and his chapter by ending it the way we ended it at Mania.
A match I mean in TCW is rigged.
Yeah, let's get to the rigged part. So yes, there are some matches that we have to showcase a certain way in order to make it fit the storyline and the story that we're telling, aka Red's match last season with everyone's favorite guy over there taking a sippy sip. And then this season with Red and Leroy, or Red coming back for Leroy. Those matches that have a automatic showcase are definitely recorded, pre-recorded. Whether it be us recording the AI doing it or us running the match and doing it, those are scripted storylines. The ones that are not scripted and we have no control over are the storylines that you guys make yourselves. Those storylines are not rigged. Those storylines are fully controlled by you guys and your RP in Discord, whether it's in stream, whether you watch the stream and see the outcome of your match and then RP it in the back. All the vets here know TCW was run by our RP system. So related to rigged, it ain't rigged. The only thing that is rigged is the main storyline and or scripted storylines that are already etched in stone. How your storyline comes about and ends is totally up to you because we are not in your heads, we are not in your minds. We are not mind readers, so we don't know what storyline you're going to go with other than whatever you show us via our Discord RP channels, which we have a few channels. Malice, if you can do the favor and put the exclamation Discord just in case. But more or less, our Discord runs you guys' whole storyline based off of how you guys interact. We've had quite a few mishaps. Um, Earl Colt, for instance, messed up an entire 2 months worth of storyline, and we had to recover, and the best way we can recover was Valley Court, which
Yes, Valley
turned into a
Court.
huge success. Can't forget Valley Court. Came into a huge success. But in terms of the rig thing, TCW is not rigged. TCW is the only EFED that actually focuses on more story than stats and boosters and all the extra. Because we really don't care about none of that. The reason why we start everybody off at 85 is for one reason. The universe mode, as we play through it and matches happen, will buff everybody to their maximum capabilities. That depends on match results, outcomes, stars, and overalls.
So
If I'm not mistaken,
just to further elaborate on that, and certain like matches as well. Like for example, let's say if Oppo went up against Bear, there's your David and Goliath. So
yeah.
there's other factors as well that sort of need to be taken into play.
So if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. JGB started the season at 80, and as many times as he's won the now title back to back and defended it, I think by the end of the season he was like 99 almost,
I'm going to
or like
actually double
98,
check right now.
99, give or take. And he started at 80. We didn't buff him. We didn't jump his stats. universe did all that.
Oh,
That's
just
another
weird.
thing when we mention stats don't mean nothing. I could be 99, as you guys saw, and I've lost quite a few matches at max stat. So, like, stats and numbers mean nothing as long as it's whatever 2K does, and we have no control over 2K at all under any circumstances. We wish we did. We wish it was like the old 2K where we can do the promos and everything via the game, but
Bring back
we're
creative
about to start a
story.
new season. Yes.
That's all I
Bring
want.
it back.
Creative story. Anyway.
So we're gonna close the book on rigged. TCW was not rigged.
Don't forget to
TCW was story based driven.
Fuck up,
Don't forget what?
Don't forget to 25 recordings of him not losing to the bloodline.
Oh,
Shut
the
up.
25 recordings of him not losing to the bloodline.
Yeah, look.
Actually, fun fact: there was not even that many. There was only like three or five videos throughout the entire Bloodline saga that was actually recorded. That's a fun fact. Another fun fact, every one of Mad Dog's matches that he had while being champion was all AI, other than two matches which technically involved a ring getting broken, which he still hasn't made the payments on the previous rings that were broken.
That's covered by insurance, man. What are you talking about?
But yeah. I don't think you had insurance at that time. You were kind of freeballing it off the YVB clout. You know, your merch wasn't selling that well, stuff like that. But it's all good.
Just because it was being taken over by the Powerpuff Girls. Anywho, getting off track. As you were.
But yeah, TCW is a story-based EFED. 100% true and true. And it is literally all based off of whatever RP you guys make. If you do not RP, there's no way for us to give you a story. So
All
you
right,
can't just expect the story to appear.
Just before we continue, I'm just going to do this. PS5. It's not gonna let me do it, is it? No, okay, that's fine. Let me do it like this. This is just. I'm gonna show you your end of season 6 figures. Just so we just build a proof, like stats mean nothing. Okay, so it's not that one, is it? Let me just make sure we have nothing there. Okay, is it that one? No, it is that one. Oh jeez. Okay, hold that thought. That's better. Okay. Anyway, Charles Odo's on driver to Toyota HQ. Yeah, no, all good, Wally. All good, man. All right. Let me just bring that over here. Okay. So yeah, so JGB ended the season on 84. And how many now title reigns did that guy have? So there's quite a few. Let's go for the start here. So Shade, look, Shade was on 81. Lazaro ended his season very strong. See? Yes, I still had Earl Cult downloaded. Yeah, so JGB Montana he didn't really do much this season. He sort of just chilled. Leroy, I mean, as you guys voted in the awards night, this was Leroy's season. Like, Leroy pretty much, yeah, easily had the best season out of everybody. See? Liu King Chef Stenlake. He is the new, you know, he cashed in. He's only an 89. Max at 86. Obviously, that's just, don't worry about that one. Who else? See, Cooper was on 92. MGBC Part 2. It's 91. Natalia ended on 92. Nova ended on 95. Rabbi, being the champion she was, 91. Sam Shade, 80. Old Grandpa Terry, 91. Stephanie at 90. Ted, TJ, Mad Pup. See, look, there you go. Perfect example. Timeless Tony Storm. Sorry, I said timeless Tony Storm. Thank you. Trav. There you go. Trav's probably the best example. That guy. Yeah. Don't trust the stats. That's pretty much what we're summing up. 95 for Yamashita. 85 for Zach Murphy. Fucking Marvel. Fucking the Glamour Blake Monroe. What did Ben end on? 81 for Shade. So, yeah. Now, if Shade wants to unmute himself.
As he was saying, like I was saying, stats technically mean nothing. No matter how hard we've tried, and yes, we have tried many different times to make our stats fully max just to win a match, and out of like 20 matches we ran, maybe like one of those came up with us winning. If only it worked the way we would assume, but 2K does its own thing, and 2K also has a hidden feature known as the David and Goliath effect, which kind of messes up almost everything related to trying to rig a match. Like if we set someone to the lowest number possible and put them against someone who's high, there's a high possibility that person that we drop stats is going to win every match, just because. It's the Rey Mysterio Big Show thing. Kind of don't have control over that. But to close the chapter on it, so everyone is aware, TCW usually follows one main storyline, and everyone else's story is based off of them. Nothing's rigged. And you'll know if it's rigged because we make it kind of known to a degree. Especially if you start seeing like weird stuff, aka mania. Stuff like that.
Now to peel back the curtain for that Red Leroy match. That one was a 1:10 recording. That was recorded an hour before Mania Night 2. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know. You lucked out on that.
I lucked out so badly on that.
2K was licking your toes hardcore, bro.
2K's like, all right, we'll give you this one. We'll give you this one. Since you're behind everyone else, we'll just give you this one. So yeah, R-Truth and Omos were not planned, but it just worked out perfectly. And I will state for the record right now that that appearance at TCW had nothing to do with R-Truth's initial contract not getting renewed. Just putting it out there.
He was paid heavenly. He was given a lot of money to appear.
How much money did you give to your tag partner the night before?
We're not going to talk about those things. We're not going to pull back that curtain.
But anyway.
All right.
On to your next point,
Moving on. I'm going to jump to expectations. I know a lot of people have different things going on, real life, work, family, cats, stuff like that. And we already know everyone can't be here all the time. If your character, we have AI running your character, like you disappear and your character does its own thing, we definitely will make a story for them. However, those who are always in Discord, chatting, conversating, going back and forth, if you want to be a part and real active and have control over your story, the expectations of next season are very simple. Be active and just RP. whether it's talking shit, whether it's doing a back and forth, inbox a person you want to have a rivalry with, y'all work something out, um, target somebody, say something, anything. Everything is RP. We have many different channels. We have boardrooms, GM office. We have the locker room. We have literally the our EFED Twitter that we use, where everyone can act like they're on social media and go
There,
back and forth, stuff
there will
like
there
that.
will be a TCW car park eventually.
Yes, as well. We'll be adding more for RP, but the expectations of next season is legitimate. Be very clear, as Fat Boy said. Communicate with your dance partner. That is like the best way to explain it. If you want to rival with someone, or you want to go into, even if it's a title feud, contact the champion or contact somebody in production, which we are all highlighted in Discord, color coordinated, and all ID'd. Hit up one of us. We can start it for you. We will not at all, and I repeat this very carefully, we will not just randomly do it upon ourselves. That's how that's going to go for next season. If you are not participating, do not expect anything other than whatever 2K generates or whatever we can fit in. That's how that's going next season. We do understand people have stuff going on in life, hence why there's also the open window of your character. If you make your character good enough, character will do itself. We've had quite a few people's characters who've literally been running themselves very well. Max Cooper for one, Nova Adams another. Like they're not really active, they're part-time active, and their character's just been running themselves because they made their character very well. You have open windows, open opportunities. There's many different things to get active.
Now, in
Whatever path
saying
you choose is our expectation of how much we're going to invest into your story that you want to be told, or however your season unfolds.
so, look, yes, time zones is shit. That's what the VODs are for. That's what the YouTube, the YouTube's going to be getting sort of a bit more focus on, like a little bit more attention to detail. But as long as then you just sort of like, yeah, just communicating with people you want to feud with, just, yeah. Those rivalries for Mania, I'm going to jump in here for a moment. A lot of those Mania matches were planned out. Like, I gave you a template, like, week 1, 2, 3, 4, pay-per-view. Gives you guys a chance to have a bit of creative control. If you want to do that, for this season as well, go for it. Promos, let me see how the first couple of episodes go. If you do need to cut promos and that, I would recommend the TCW social media, just to sort of cut the promos while I sort of look into how the promos and editing for that's going to be. Because obviously, since they brought actual promos back into Universe, man, I need to look into that a little bit more. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube, why not? Like, why not? Yeah, perhaps just be active. Like you don't fucking. It's kind of rough. Oh, is it really? Ugh, yuck. That's right. We'll have to look into those, especially for those sort of video package style promos. So if that's the case, then we'll just have to continue with the old formula and create a video and just make the fucking promo that way, which is a hassle. But yeah, be active, be active. So unless you got anything else to add there, Mr. Shadow.
Other than that, also try to be considerate of the RP and fighting you do backstage, because as you saw, it's not that hard for us to just make up a nice little courtroom and figure everything out to correct, but we really kind of don't. We don't want to. Like you're allowed to fight. You could do what you want backstage, but just be considerate of the story that you're trying to tell.
And obviously be considerate
Because
of like others that are sort of in your area and how that may affect the
their
stories.
storylines as
Yeah.
well. Other than that, that's going to close my expectations for RP next season. Um, yeah, no more setting cars on fire.
What? Okay.
Now, let's talk about a few new things. For one, the next PLE that is coming will be TCW Aftermath, which is the aftermath of Mania,
God damn it, trolls up.
which will also be Chris Masters' final PLE in full. And the person who gets that honor will definitely be Leroy. There hasn't been many people in TCW that have actually made me want to RP with them or even make a storyline with them. The character Chris Masters in the Wolfpack actually hold no weight in TCW other than one purpose and one purpose only. The Wolfpack are basically used to showcase other stars and put them in the limelight. If you notice, every feud that anyone has been in with the Wolfpack, whether it be any members,
Damn it,
male or
y'all.
female, that character gets showcased. There's been a very large gap to where I actually cared to even be a part of anything other than the Juicy Saga, which we stretched because there wasn't much going on. The Wolfpack is literally a beacon and a showcase for other stars. They are usually highlighted to force people to get in their RP. First thing Leroy did when he came into TCW after overlooking this and not even knowing anything, first thing he did was target the person who's doing the most, which was the Wolfpack. And as you saw, his replies were enough to get me to reply. This is what we mean by engaging and forcing RP or trying to get RP or making a story. Leroy came in with no thought of anything. He came from a GTA RP. And he came into TCW and literally changed everybody's perspective on what RPN is. The only other person to do that would be Josh Hopkins. Just putting that out there. And that should be like a slight hint to people. But with that being said, I definitely will be having my final match in TCW with Leroy. And that is the current storyline that will take place at TCW Aftermath. So that's just a small sneak peek of what's to come. Also, with that being said, I will be announcing this. There will be a TCW 2K25 draft that will be taking place as well. And that will be taking place before the season start, actually. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm looking at my schedule correctly, it will be taking place rather soon. Soon as in probably this weekend, give or take. But yes, the entire landscape of TCW is going to get shaken up as full. And the reason for the draft is one more small thing that I will announce after this tiny little also bonus. There will be brand new titles in terms of TCW. There will be Nitro will have new titles. And there's one more thing that will also be, how should I say, making its grand return back to TCW. But with that being said, I'm going to switch my comms to the person who's going to elaborate more on this grand promotion that TCW is about to bring to light. My expectations are high for next season, and I hope everybody starts their RP and better because season 7 is going to be a very different roller coaster ride. That being said, thank you, Mad Dog, for having me on the Showcase Grand Hall, and I'm going to give the floor to the person who will be taking over our next big project.
But first,
Hello.
before we come over to that camera, hello. Okay, good. You can see. Anyway, enjoy this. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me right now is the general manager for the return of TCW Surge. You may not like him, but you have to respect him. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Drozikalis.
Hello and thank you. What an amazing. Like, there's so much potential right now, and I'm looking at the roster after Mania. You know, Mania, they called me in, and yeah, we're gonna see what happens. But TCW Surge, it's been a while since Surge has been on air, but it's back. And as Master says, there's new titles as well. And Nitro, good luck to Nitro. But the Surge,
Alrighty.
there's like, these are all new titles. I'm not going to beat around the bush on this. I'm just going to go through the Surge titles and then I'll hit it back with Masters to share the Nitro ones. But one of the biggest things is, you know, we had the heavyweight championship last season, which was retired. This is officially hashtag it is world. So it is the World Heavyweight Championship. So that is going to be the pinnacle of Surge. We've got the women's with, I can announce the women's champion will be the only champion going into the season. So that belt will be held by a woman. You'll find out at the first episode of Surge. We've got the Surge Tag Team Championships. So this, I'm urging people, if you aren't in solo title contention, work out a tag team. You might be able to get this tag team gold. And finally, introducing the TCW Heritage title, or the Heritage Championship. Thank you. Thank you. So that is our little presentation for TCW Surge. I'm not going to disclose too much, but I look forward to the draft, and I look forward to, with Nitro, bringing TCW into this new era that is Season 7.
All right, thank you, Mr. Drozikalis. But yeah, I do. Those belts are very sexy. Yeah, looking that way. Yeah, those belts are very, very, very sexy. Miss Masters.
Yes. As my new competition, Draza has showcased, he has new belts. And with that being said, Nitro has also changed things a lot. For one, all of the Nitro belts got a new overhaul and some changes to them, at least one of them that I feel needed. For starters, as you already know, Nitro is represented as Raw, which is the #1 brand. That's my ego talking. You can start talking shit in chat right now.
All right, look, I'm just getting the belts sorted here for you. So the first one there is
Yeah.
the tag belt. So you can talk about that
Yeah,
while I'm
the
doing
first.
that.
Yeah, this will be the Nitro Tag Team title, and as you can also see, the Nitro logo has also been updated and changed as well. This will belong to that will be determined because of we don't like ring outs, I should say, and we don't deal with those. So with that being said, you'll have to find out on the first episode of Nitro what's going to happen with the tag team belts.
Now, belt number 2. Now this one is critically acclaimed.
Yes. This is the TCW Nitro Championship belt, which is currently held by whatever. That is the current belt for Nitro. That is the TCW Nitro belt. Got a new overhaul, new look, but it is the brand title of TCW in terms of Nitro itself.
And then, of course,
Now, one change that was recommended by a Hall of Famer, actually. We don't need any queens anymore. We don't need any more royalty.
Charlotte Flair!
It seems TCW has a lot of females that seem to be more undisputed than royalty. And with that being said, the women's Queen's Crown belt is officially retired, and now it is known as the TCW Women's Undisputed Championship. Perfect for what it represents and what it's about.
Very
And
nice.
last but not least, the critically acclaimed TCW Undisputed Championship title.
So, question, because as Mr. Callis said that apparently only the one champion is carrying over. What about the Undisputed belt, considering what we saw at TCW Mania?
Well, currently my champion for Nitro and your Undisputed champion is Chef Stenlake, the King of Liver himself.
So that's a very nice belt for our Liver King.
And Undisputed Women's champion just so happens to be Mrs. Masters, as we all saw at Mania. Nitro champion is my son.
You had to swallow your pride there saying that.
And the tag belts will be having a special event soon.
Ooh.
But that right there is your new Nitro logo and your new TCW Nitro belts. And as my comrade and competition has said, I wish you luck, Droza.
Can't these kids just play nice? Can't you kids just play nice? As Adam Pearce will say, I need a drink. Right. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Hi. Right. Now, speaking about the draft, and I want both general managers' opinions on, input on this. But gentlemen, how about let's start this off with a bang. How about we do the draft Saturday night? It's not going to be Saturday night's main event. No. It's going to be Saturday night draft.
Well, there is one thing I also forgot to mention, which I probably should have mentioned a little while ago.
Oh, God.
Remember how I made the statement, my last match in TCW will be at Aftermath. I also will be taking a back seat from running Nitro as well.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
I will be handing the mantle of general manager to Alexia Blackwell. She will be Nitro's new general manager and full of charge of everything Nitro related. So, Surge and Draza, your competition will be Alexia Blackwell and Nitro.
So Nitro's going to be pretty much getting run from a cab. Gotcha.
Hail those cabs. Best way you can. And yes, for the record, Alexia does not play around. She has no problem slapping anybody in the ring,
She has no
as I
problem
was
going.
told to say.
She has no problem kicking people in the box either. But
Yeah, you know.
yeah. If you know chat, you know exactly what that reference is from. But yes, Saturday night, the draft. So, gentlemen, you've got more or less 50 hours to come up with a game. Also, gentlemen and lady, because we know Alexia is watching from a cab somewhere in New York City.
I've got my team in the war room already. So, I mean, I don't know if you've got vision of the war room yet, but
Yes, I do. Let me just see if I can find it here.
bloody hell, TCW, look at this. They're actually prompt for once, you know.
Let me just grab it here. Kals calls, he's our man if he can't. What? Is that supposed to be some sort of like chant?
Callus, he's our man. If he can't do it, and who cares? If Callus can't do it, then is it really worth doing?
Okay, right. This is exclusive imagery of the showroom of the war room for TCW Surge.
Oh, you mean the dumpster?
Now, I don't know if I should be offended by this or I should be applauding you.
Hey, when they offer free hire, you got to take it, you know.
That's a nice little kitty head seat you got there. You know, you know, it looks pretty cute. Like, is the red table yours? Is that your anti-nitro table right there?
Yeah. Actually, I'm up the other end. It's got a bit more of a couch-like thing. You just can't sit under the table.
Oh. Do they clean those areas? Are they clean? No gum stuck underneath the seats?
I wouldn't know. We're just hiring it for the night.
Mobile. Gotcha.
Yeah, like this is how mobile it is. Oh, fucking hold on. Fit screen. There you go. There's the outside view of it.
Nice and blue. With a place that looks like that, the tables that's on the inside ain't looking too appealing. You see where the money went.
Yeah, I mean,
it's all about presentation. That's what Surge is going for, is presentation.
Just because you dip poop in gold, it's still poop at the end of the day.
yeah, but it's still worth a little bit more. You sell it off and ain't my. See, if I sell it off, then it ain't my shit. You know what I'm saying? Dip it in gold, sell it. It's someone else's shit to worry about.
Well, I was just informed I can leak this information since you want to showcase your little Taj Madonnels. It seems that Lexia has already picked her first round draft picks. I am not allowed to disclose who they are, but it would seem that she has already picked who her top people are. I don't know if you're that far ahead in your kids meal yet, but you know?
Sorry. Yeah.
How so we get some feed here. Apparently we've got exclusive images of the Nitro of Alexia's new office. So we're just loading that up now.
I'll be right back. I just got to take a phone call.
Can we get some confirmation on this, please?
It would seem that your propaganda police are doing their job still. That's good.
Oh, sorry, that wrong image. Sorry, I'm sorry. My apologies. My apologies. Sorry, that's not it. That was for another project.
You know that comment from MGB in the corner. You know, how's your back after that cage fall? Is it proper again? Is it still intact? Still good?
Sorry, we're trying to get a satellite image here. Trying to get a satellite image here.
Well, I'm excited to see. You know, everybody is going to be on the draft. I'm
No
excited to
comment
see
on
who
that,
Alexia.
No comment on that, Ben Shade.
Okay, so this is where Alexia is currently residing at, watching the stream live. She couldn't join us, but that is where Alexia is joining us from.
Queensland.
Give
No,
it
the
a couple
city
months
of
and it'll probably
Brownsville.
be on fire. Let's be honest. If these two brands go head to head, that's probably going to be on fire before freezing point.
Ah, yes, freezing point. So many great memories at that event.
But yeah.
But yeah,
So Saturday night, we're back. We're going balls to the wall with the draft. There may be some exhibition matches there. Maybe we'll see. We'll see if the GMs can maybe whip something up. But yeah. TK. I know about Townsville. I watch Murphs. Yeah, I gotta look at. You gotta watch Murphs. You know how fucked Townsville is.
yeah, I think we pretty much covered everything. You got your expectations. You got your TCW's not rigged. You figured out who your new general manager is for Nitro and the new brand Surge. So every single new title that's going to be showcased and given to their respective champions.
Now, one thing that we are going to do while we're here is we are going to officially say goodbye to 2K24.
Bwah, bwah, bwah. Bwah, bwah, bwah. Bwah, bwah, bwah. Bwah, bwah,
Hang on.
bwah, bwah. Bwah, bwah, bwah.
It's going. Just hold on. Just hold on. I'm gonna get this appropriate song. Fuck off, Fortnite.
The song you need is 4 letters, 1 word. Gone. Get your memory back. Now you can add more games.
All right. Salutes up, chat.
Cause it is what you say. That is what we need. You decided this. What you say. What did she say?
Okay.
Look at that. Your system probably feels lighter right now, doesn't it? Like you probably lift it up with one hand.
So is this where we just go into So hey, this is where we just decide to just now we're just chilling for a little bit. So we just decide to go into
Yep.
here, have a look. Is it on special? Please be on special. Please be on special. Please be on special. Dang it, it's not. All right, it's gonna have to wait. God damn it! I'll have to wait. I'll have to wait a fortnight. But yeah, that's the town. That's the town hall. Nice, neat, and tidy.
Okay, can I do a whole like DMs, check your DMs?
Oh yes, I love it. I love it. That is definitely getting used.
Feel free to show the class.
All right, later we have breaking exclusive imagery here. I just need to get them. Okay. So look, we apologize, TK. It's not in Townsville. We actually have the proper. We've used GPS tracking on the last cab that Alexia booked, so we can confirm she is currently at this location. She is right here at Nitro Tower.
Surge is already starting off with a lawsuit. That's crazy.
Hey, it's not Surge. It's for me. This is
And the exclusive sneak peek of the Nitro War Room. So that little table there in the middle, that's where Alexia's going to be standing there and making her announcements.
Oh my god.
I like what they've done. I like it. But I mean, we didn't have the budget for that, so I'm quite impressed. Now
Yeah, Surge doesn't have
I
a
can
fucking.
see where all the budget went.
Surge doesn't have a screen like that's impressive.
Yeah, like
all it's missing
we
is
were
a
just
dancing
told,
robot.
hey, like you're on your own.
So yeah, no,
Oh
very interesting. So, but guys, get keen. Saturday, 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We are back. We are going to be doing a draft. This is a bit of unfamiliar territory for TCW, so hype it up. Start talking some shit. Start pledging your allegiances to the the United States of Chelsea Green, or to the city of Townsville. So all the Nitro office needs is a drink fountain. It's got it's got water bowls.
Yo.
Yeah, cool. So,
Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, let's open the floor up.
Maybe. Anyone have any questions
Questions
related to next season?
Questions, comments, Paw Patrol jokes, I guess. Get them out now while you can.
Yeah, you don't want to be stuck on Nitro and making Paw Patrol jokes, so I'd hold off on them. Make sure you know where you are first.
Okay, yes. Will Chris be replaced in the CEO's desk?
From the acknowledgement that was given to me, I think the desk was replaced the same day, rather fast. But yes, the desk has been replaced.
So what
And
about
all of
Believe
its
it's
what
not a
about the,
company
what about
anymore, though.
so what about the two payments?
Oh no,
then?
it is. Sorry.
I have a genuine question. I was joking about it for like a year now, but can TK Landon return next season? I think you know the answer for that. Will he also be removing?
I'm
the
pretty
hidden...
sure you know the answer to that.
Will he also be removing that hidden door mentioned here in these blueprints?
TCW will be hailing from a new location, new building, and new main office. Surge, it seems, will be announcing its office location, and Nitro will be announcing its new office location.
So,
To be dated.
so the Nitro
Commentary
team will be
team?
downstairs, down one level below the office of Alexia Blackwell.
So the confirmation of commentary team, I believe Surge might be, but we'll wait and see on that. It might be an event-to-event basis, but we'll
You might have, yeah.
wait and see.
You'll have to wait and see on that. You're just going to have to wait for the first proper episodes of each show to find out.
And yeah, we're excited to see.
Can't wait to see the start of this new season. These next generations of great.
Well, what do you mean by the off chance we say yes? I mean, I'm sure if TK Landon wanted to return, there's no reason for him not to. I
TK
can't see
Landon
a reason for him not.
can swallow the pride of losing to Christian those many seasons ago.
I mean, yeah, you never know. Like, yeah, yes.
Okay, question
I've
for
got
Mr. Callis. Yes, you short fella there in the front row. Can someone get him a mic?
Sorry, I'm gonna find my assistant. He is bloody useless. Like, first he had a signed photo of TR on my desk. Is it true you took bribes? No. I'm not like that TR fella. Taking bribes so then people he speaks nicely of people. No, I see it how it is and I'll talk it. Yeah, let's go back to my assistant.
Now,
Let's go back
wait
to
a
my
minute.
assistant.
Wait a minute. You've taken some bribes.
Me? No.
Of course you have. Don't worry, I'll just hand those off to Alexia Blackwell and I'll let her do with what she does with it as she chooses.
Now going back to my assistant. If you're going to like
No, look, your assistant just returned.
don't put signed photos on like my desk of people I don't really particularly like. I mean, I had to work with TR at WrestleMania or TCW Mania. Sorry, bit of a slip up. I did some background work for them, but having walked in my desk doing some just commentary training and seeing a signed photo of TR, like, what next? Barbecue sauce, jerky? Like, I don't need that shit in my life.
I mean, it could always be joking.
So what? What, jerky?
You don't know about the good old JR barbecue sauce? Like, come on, TR's just doing gimmicks now. Like,
What?
the signed photo was him in a cowboy, like, you know, that cowboy hat that JR wears and trying to...
He needs a hero. He's holding off for a hero till the end of the night.
Preach Cal's. Oh my fucking god! It needs to be a sign made for 2K25. Custom side Preach Cal's Preach. needs to be exclusive for Surge shows. That side. Preach, Callus, preach. Okay, question for Masters: is Mountain Dew?
Baha ha ha blast.
Yuha Baja? Yuha Baha? Official drink of Nitro?
I can announce that Nitro is not sponsored by Baha ha ha blast.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty. Well, unless there's any other questions. Oh, hello, Georgie. You've just come at the end of things here. But hope you had a good can't fucking speak now. Hope you had a good day yesterday, and hope dinner went well. I'm gonna pour some bubbly.
Bubbly.
I worked. I came home and I was passed out. I was passed out and dragged into AFK. So yeah,
We dragged you into some god-forsaken places.
fucking
A place he's never been to before.
But yeah, all right. Well, what is it? It's 4:30. Jeez, we've only been live really for an hour. Shall we run some Fortnite tonight?
I can play for a bit, and then I can play for an hour and a half, and then going out.
Yep.
I don't mind.
So
I don't mind starting up Fortnite again. I haven't touched this season or the game. I don't mind throwing an S on my chest.
For shit.
I'll remember that if you go down and you need a hero.
I expect to hear that song in the fucking VC when you're doing that.
Yep. You might wind up again in my next TikTok.
Malice,
Fortnite.
bad Malice, bad. You probably uninstalled it since we played. Because didn't you uninstall it just to reinstall Baldur's Gate 3 or something? I mean, Chris wasn't around for our four in a row with Malice.
Nope. I was vacationing.
yeah, maybe you should go back there. Maybe we can get some wins. I've not won since that point.
I wasn't even around. You could have got 4 wins.
That's
You
the
said
whole
they
point.
got
That's the whole
4
point.
wins.
You
back
weren't
to back.
around.
See, exactly.
You know what, Malice. I can't say, but you know exactly what. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm down for the old Fortnite.
Alright, cool.
Those estimates.
Okay, look, in regards to the Switch 2, it's not a major priority at this stage. When
I
Legends
didn't even know it
ZA
was a price.
when Legends ZA gets closer, then it becomes a bit more of a priority. I can wait to play as a fucking Moo, fucking Moo Meadows, dresses Moo, fucking blue shells only, mirrored 200cc. I can wait for that.
You don't want less battery life than the Switch Lite?
Wait, what?
Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, the Switch 2 has a less battery life than the Switch Lite.
Really?
Yeah.
How the what?
Yeah, man.
That's questionable.
I may skip the system. I don't know. That Xbox handheld is looking mighty sweet. That new Xbox handheld they have coming out, that looks a yum.
And that's where Chris betrays us, ladies and gentlemen. He finally goes to Xbox. He's a Yamashita fanboy now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! For starters,
Hey,
I've been an
hold on.
Xbox head forever. I'm always an Xbox head. It's just the fact that all of my people have PlayStation, so I'm on PlayStation.
Can I just like jump in there? Like, I know like you're insulting him, but do you have to go that far saying you're a fat boy fanboy? Like, that's just too far. Like,
Nah, not
even
far
I
enough.
wouldn't wish him
Not
on
far
Shadow.
enough. Not far enough. All right.
Wow.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to end the town hall main stream, and then I'll load straight back up for Fortnite. Okay. But one thing. Thank you for joining. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. We'll do Fortnite.
Thank you all for participating in the TCW Town Hall meeting.
Thank you to former Nitro General Manager Chris Masters, Mr. Surge General Manager Draws a Callus. But yeah, guys, I'll see you in a few minutes. But those who are rewatching the VOD for the Town Hall meeting, Saturday, 6 p.m, we're doing the draft. Season 7 officially starts. I can't wait. Until then, adios!
Hold on.
What?
Wait. I believe there's one thing to kind of, give a bit of a sneak peek. I believe people deserve it.
You're right, my bad.
Oh, yes.
Alright, well,
Yes.
here's your sneak peek, guys, but goodbye!